Is auditory processing disorder eligible for disability tax credit here in Canada? Yes, and here's how. It would be eligible underneath speech because you have speech limitations. For example, this disorder interferes with your brain's ability to interpret and make sense of sounds, which makes it really hard for the person to follow along on conversations, especially in noisy environments. The person living with APD typically has a lot of misunderstandings because to them, words sound unclear or jumbled. But it also qualifies underneath mental functions, because when the person's consistently trying to decipher between what words are being said, it limits their mental capacity to focus on anything else. It also limits memory, specifically working memory and short-term memory, because retaining and processing verbal information at the same time becomes extremely difficult for someone living with this. For example, it's really hard for someone with APD to follow multi-step instructions. It's also really difficult for people with this disorder to follow verbal instructions, because when you live with this disorder, your brain has a delay in how it processes the information being told to you, which can actually result in slower responses back to the person that is talking to them. It can also cause limitations in attention and concentration, because background noise or even overlapping conversations or fast speech can overwhelm their brain and make it hard for them to concentrate on what's being said to them. It can also heighten someone's frustration, it can cause them anxiety. It can limit their cognitive functions because their brain is always trying to decipher and interpret everything around them, that it actually sends their brain into cognitive overload. So overall, yes, it can be eligible underneath speech, which is a physical limitation, but also mental functions when it comes to adaptive functioning, attention, concentration, judgment, emotional regulation, verbal and nonverbal communication. If you have any more questions, feel free to follow and comment down below.